Hi, everybody. We are here for episode 11 of Play to Find Out Longfall. I hope you're having an excellent day and are ready to enjoy some cool stuff. And as we figure out the consequences of what happened
Ramifications,
ramifications, the results, implications, all of the
Lamentations.
Yeah, all of that stuff. About what
welcome
happened last time, 'cause it was
welcome
pretty
to
big.
season 2, episode 1.
Sure.
A whole new world.
I feel like last session had to be the end of an arc. Like,
It was an end of a couple arcs.
What happened?
We'll go over it. We will go over it. It's okay.
Intros first.
We will go over it. Yes, let's chat with our peeps. See how they've been over the last week. Some of them 2 weeks. Let's go with Michael. How's your week been?
My week's been all right. Have been doing some cool, actual real job related stuff. That's been pretty fun.
Nice.
Some game design stuff. I've also been conspiring with Tux about my scum and villainy character, and I'm really excited for that because I love the idea of playing a devil may care pilot.
Yeah, Magic Dance is gonna be really good. I'm excited for that. Cool. Jobby stuff. The new job going all right? Cool.
Getting all that paperwork figured out, and
Making all that paper.
that's the hope, right? Is just get to where I can like roll around in money for fun, and then I will be a happy person, right?
Scrooge McDuck level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I just get enough money that I can have a small room full of it, and I just like swim in it periodically, and then I get happy.
Yes.
That's how you fix depression, right? You just
Bury
throw
me
money
with
at
my
it.
money.
Awesome. Good. Kelsa, how about you? How's your week been?
My week has been pretty good. I got a green screen set up, so now I look like a professional. And it really limits the space that's behind me. But it was already kind of limited anyway because there was like a desk right here that's just kind of leaning up against because the stand for the green screen does not want to like be stable on carpet apparently.
I'm sorry to hear that you lost your Sky Vodka sponsorship, Kelsa.
Yeah, I know. It's very sad. My Sky Vodka sponsorship that was just right here over my shoulder the whole time. Other than that, I've been pretty good. Not much else exciting has happened this week. I just got done running an in-person game of Blades in the Dark and realized that it's going to be the second to last session. So I'm going to be saying goodbye to another game of Blades in the Dark in the next couple of weeks, and that makes me a little bit sad. But, one door closes, another door opens, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's how doors work.
That's how doors work.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. They're all interconnected on like an existential level.
Yeah. Awesome. Crap. Forgot to have you guys switch cams. Brianna, can you turn your camera off and on, please? Cypher, how have you been over the past week?
Oh man,
There we go. Thank you.
Anime is very good, guys.
It is.
Gundam Thunderbolt Season 2 had its finale. That's really good. It's coming out with a summation movie called Bandit Flower in November, which is going to be dubbed. So if you're a heathen and watch dubbed anime, you can watch that in November.
Liz is like, I'm a heathen.
The Gundam The Origin second arc is starting soon, I think next month. Been watching Boku no Hero Academia Season 2. They started their second arc last week. And
I finally got into it.
Oh, dude.
Good.
How far into it are you?
I just reached the first round of the third games.
Ooh, that's where stuff really picks up in that arc.
Yeah.
You get to learn about the good boy, the best boy, the fire ice boy. I love him a lot.
Oh
Excuse
my god.
me.
Okay, so fun fact, my boyfriend's been showing me My Hero Academy.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm like on episode like 8 of the first.
Oh, I started
Oh.
to watch that. I got 5 minutes into the first episode, and then I was like, actually, I can't read subtitles while I'm at work, and then put that on the back burner.
I will say, although I called people who don't watch dub anime heathens, as someone who has seen both versions, the dub is not bad.
Okay, then I
But
feel
that
a
still
little bit
makes
better
you a
about
heathen,
possibly
but
As-
it's not
watching-
bad.
Still makes you a heathen, but like, you know, we could let
I
this one
accept-
slide.
I accept
Most
I love it.
importantly,
that
most
I'm a
im-
heathen, so
most importantly, Bird Boy is best boy.
Bird Boy is a good boy, but I like Fire Ice Boy a lot because he's got a good backstory.
Tokoyami is best boy.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this anime.
It's about
Honestly,
teenage
you're missing out.
superheroes who go
It's
to
fucking
school
It's
and
real
like
good.
It's
It's-
so good. Like,
it's a
I'm so-
universe it's a universe where 80% of people have like some form of superpower, and it's about this young kid who's like, I don't have no superpower, but I want to be a hero. I'm gonna do it. He just tries his best. He's a good boy.
He is
He's
a good boy. He's best boy. Best boy.
If you wanted
Like
an
all
anime
of the
where every
characters in that are
character,
real good.
yeah,
Yeah, all the characters are really great.
there's never
Mhm.
been an anime with such a large cast in which I've liked every character.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah,
So-
but there's a
I
character.
will-
There's a character who, his head is like a weird raven head, and he has a dark shadow bird living inside of him that he can come
Yeah.
out, that he can like call out to attack and defend himself,
Yeah.
and it has a separate personality. And he like talks to it and shit.
And like it.
So weird and
Oh.
awesome. Real,
Yeah.
real,
So that's me in a nutshell. Is anime.
real quick. I did forget one thing. I finally watched Doctor Strange.
Oh,
I still haven't
Good
seen it.
film.
I saw
It's
pretty good.
Not my
I
favorite Marvel.
I gotta
film.
say, it is not my favorite Marvel movie. But then again, all the that's at this point is probably Thor 2. At this point, because I'm that guy. But
Thor does usually have pretty good villains that aren't just
Mhm.
the hero
The bad guy.
flipped.
Yeah.
I think the thing about Doctor Strange that I actually really appreciated was how it like played around with morality in heroes a little
Mhm.
bit.
It's another one that showed off their powers really well too.
Yeah. Also, Doctor Strange died a bunch and used his magic to not die.
Yeah.
A bunch.
I liked that ending where he twists it around on the guy who's like, oh, I brought something into your dimension. Time.
What the fuck?
Land without time.
that.
Spoilers for the end. He gets murdered a whole bunch.
Yeah, but he
But
does
in
it
the
a
process
time
of getting
loop.
murdered a whole bunch, he traps someone in a time loop.
Yeah. He
guess
basically
that works.
annoys Dormammu in a time loop enough to where Dormammu's like, fine, I submit. Like,
He
Wow.
bores Dormammu to victory. He bores this world-conquering force until he wins. And to me, that's just such like that would be how Benedict Cumberbatch would actually defeat an extra player. Like I could not think of a better cast person for that role.
plus I like frame the scene like exactly the same setup, but with different outcomes every time. Like every time he comes down is like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. He dies in a different way.
So there is a good 10 minutes where you're just watching Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's not quite
get-
10 minutes.
It's like 5 minutes. You're
Yeah,
watching
it's
Benedict
a long
Cumberbatch get
sequence.
murdered over and over and over again.
And then there's one they put like 20 of it on the screen at once.
Yeah, it was a really creative way to show a superhero outthinking an enemy, and I sort of
Yeah.
appreciated that.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Apologies to those of you who haven't seen Doctor Strange.
you're not
Yes.
missing much. Like
I thought it was really good.
it
I
was
mean-
really good, but the emotional core of the movie
It
is
didn't,
the ancient one, hands down.
you won't miss much MCU lore if you don't watch it. Also,
That's
is
true.
another thing. It's sort of segmented in the way Guardians of the Galaxy was. where it has some tie-ins, but it's not strictly tied to the MC universe like Captain America or the
Like
Avengers would be.
Yeah, if you want to watch Infinity War and when Doctor Strange comes in, it's just like he's a wizard.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was funny how they at the very, very end they were just like, up Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tie-in! Watch our movies, please!
It was like nothing. It was like they did talk about the Avengers a little bit, but other than that, you were like, it could have not been a Marvel movie. And then they were just like, Infinity Stone.
I will say, for Marvel movies, I have yet to watch the new Spider-Man, but I've heard people say
it's quite
good
good.
things.
Without spoiling it, it was very good. They did Spider-Man right, and by that I mean they did Peter Parker right. He's a kid. He's incredibly intelligent, and is like it's very much trying to balance being Spider-Man and being Peter Parker.
Like that's what I really liked about the.
Did they kill Gwen Stacy again?
No, it's not an origin story.
Yeah, it's not an origin story.
Oh,
they do it so good too because they hint at his origin, but they're never like, and here's a 20-minute scene of my origin story.
Well, because Spider-Man's origin story has been told so many times.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you could sum it up in one sentence just by saying "bitten by a radioactive spider."
And yeah, they hint at it, but they never like go into a huge thing about it. It's really good.
As long as I never have to watch
Uncle Ben die.
Another pearl necklace fall to the ground again. Another goddamn pearl necklace fall to the goddamn ground and break. And pearl necklaces don't break like that.
That's like seeing Bruce Wayne's parents get murdered every time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That specific
referencing.
shot in every version of Bruce Wayne's parents' death.
That damn
pearl necklace fall to the ground. I'm like, that's not how pearl necklaces break. That's just not. There are knots.
I mean, some shitty pearl necklaces don't have knots.
It's a cheap ass pearl necklace, then. Let's be real.
And that's the thing.
It would be great for them to not die, and then as they're dying, be like, "How much did you spend on that necklace? That was a gift."
Like I want the episode. I want to see what I want them to do is I want them to do an alternate reality Batman head fake. Where it looks like they're going to show you Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed again, but then they don't, one. And two, the necklace breaks. And then, like, it's all about Bruce and Martha, like, date, like, whatever Bruce Wayne's dad and Bruce Wayne's mom getting a divorce.
Oh, dude, the there's a very good alternate universe DC comic, The Flashpoint, if you've read that at all, where the plot twist is that instead of Bruce Wayne's parents dies, young Bruce Wayne dies, and his mother dies, and his father becomes Batman and becomes like an evil Batman.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one where there was also an alternate reality one where Damian Wayne made a deal with the devil?
Yeah. DC's got alternate universes for days, dude.
Like you thought Marvel alternate universes were bad.
Like at least, Marvel's like one like solid universe that they've sort of kept, and then they have side things. DC's like every comic was separate for a while until they put them together, like, and then they had like side arcs that weren't like canon.
Like arcs that were canon in some universes but weren't canon in other universes. Jeez. There's an entire universe that's just the Wild West, and Jonah Hex is not in it.
Huh.
Yep.
Jonah Hex, the Wild West, is not in it.
Yeah. I like that universe a lot. I like Jonah Hex without Jonah Hex.
Yeah. I like it a lot. Hello.
Hey, everybody. Cool.
All right, we're 30 minutes in. Can we do recap of what happened last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about time. Because somebody needs to know what happened.
Or did we miss an intro?
We did. Pian, what have you been up to these past couple weeks?
Hi guys, I'm Pian. I moved into a new apartment.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I know, right? Who knew?
Wait, are you guys in the same place?
Yes.
Wait, we're about to see some movie magic happen. Everyone, oh my goodness!
And the fourth wall gets fucking obliterated.
My immersion.
Pants. I love your pants so much. much, Liz. You don't even know.
Oh, thanks, they're pajama
My
pants.
I
my
know they're
immersion
perfect,
was
though.
just shattered.
I barely heard anybody, but all I see is Sci-Fi go.
I don't keep up with ongoings. Like, I'm too busy watching anime. I don't keep up with you guys. Like,
Sci-Fi has only enough space in his brain for anime and what happens on this show, and that's it.
Pretty much.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
well, I'm devoting a lot of my anime energy into the anime tabletop game I'm
That's
writing.
true, that's true.
So,
That takes a
still
lot of
would-
brain
I would-
space.
I would still lump that into anime, not
yeah,
like
it's
there's
the
like,
anime part of my brain.
like there's a sub-partition of the anime part of your brain that's like
Anime tabletop games. It's like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
They cross
Yes.
over.
Yep.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
Yep. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to report, PN, besides blowing Sci-Fi's mind?
That was amazing.
you're a man after my own heart, Sci-Fi.
I mean, there's not really much else going on. Ish is in New York, so you know, I'm just like.
Of course. Awesome. Well, now let's recap last session.
Last session we
Oh boy.
I'm hearing an echo. Last session we concluded the investigation into the attack on the artist at the officers' ball.
I don't even remember that. Can I just throw
So the
that? I don't-
session before last, we went to the officers' ball.
Did we?
Yes.
'Cause I don't remember.
Yes, you blackmailed Yuki Tanto's dad.
I did?
You did a
Yes.
you did a thing where like you put.
That doesn't sound like something I'd do.
You did a thing where you put like a thought into his head, and then he was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck was that? I gotta go." I gotta
yeah,
get
you
out of here."
inceptioned a guy.
Yes, you did that. And then a person told you the location of your mom.
Yeah, the in theory location of your mother, and you went to
and
go
then-
find her.
And then while we were at the ball, the performer was attacked, and we were like, "Oh no, let's stop them!" And then we stopped them, and then we like figured some stuff out after that. And then last session, we did the stuff that we figured out.
Okay.
And last session, what happened was they concluded that everybody had some time to themselves. Zajay found out Suri's a hooker.
Yes.
Okay.
Lyle hung out with Eid on a cable car.
We listened to a homeless man play harmonica, and we talked about how much Lyle likes music
And killing people.
and killing people, and how much Eid
was
also
a
likes
pretty
killing
sweet scene.
people.
It was weirdly cute. I would recommend going back and watching that. Zelka got her butt touched.
Mhm.
You got your butt touched. Congratulations, Azilka.
Zelka got her butt touched by a cat boy.
It was a long time coming, but I appreciate it.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
The
Yeah,
police
Zajay
academy.
found
You'd
out,
like-
and he
you'd
took
like to
it
thank-
much.
Wait. You'd like to thank the cat to me.
I'm dead.
Yeah, that good. So Zajay found out. He took it really well and agreed to try and help her
Yeah.
find. Although he seems to be under the impression that she is not doing it. She's like being forced to do it, and that's not the case at all. It's like she doesn't have another option.
That's a way of being forced to do it.
Yes, but it's not an individual forcing her. It's
I'm not
society
wrong.
forcing her. You're not wrong, but you're not technically
Yeah.
correct.
It's society's fault.
It is society's fault, indubitably. So all that happened, and then there was a really tense conversation with San Juan Tanto about, yeah, exactly, best boyfriend, not boyfriend. There was also
I live on that line.
it's so good. There was also a really tense conversation with San Juan Tanto, which led
Oh yeah. It was,
our party to a apartment
it was the person who was supposed to perform at the ball but ended up not. For
apartment
reasons.
in the Aetherworks. Meanwhile, Nayli was missing. Nayli left with Alicia Ra after the ball concluded, and was not seen again. You're muted, honey. Take your
The
time.
gestures say it all.
Okay. All right. So all that happens.
Yeah.
So we cut to the apartment complex. It is on the underside of Aetherworks. Izelka, because of her crippling fear of heights, decides not to go down. Zajay and Lyle, however, do. And
Well,
inside,
it was also a place under the Aetherworks with a glass floor,
Yes.
looking down into
yes,
nowhere.
Izelka didn't know that when she said no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would have been even worse.
So Lyle and Zajay find that there has been signs of violence in the apartment. Some more extreme than others. There's a damaged like aetherfish tank. But there is also a room full of people on meat hooks because serial killer. And they also found an individual of two individuals of significance and one people that we believe was hurting them. They found one Azuma cat eye midway through being tortured.
Muted. You're muted.
Muted.
You're muted.
I thought you were saying that they found cat eye in the house. And I was like, oh, okay.
They
No,
found
it's
Azuma.
Gotcha.
It's
okay.
weird that your mom has a drug named after her.
Yeah, it's funny like that.
So they found Azuma getting tortured.
Yes.
Great.
We saved her. It's okay.
Rescue her, thanks to Lyle. Lyle's dutiful guardian.
Wait. Oh, fuck. Ow. You guys. Sorry, there's a pain going on in my head. Whatever.
They found your mom.
Yeah, so you guys found my mom.
Yes.
The mom that you guys are not supposed to know about.
Well, they know about her
Yeah.
now.
We know you have a mom.
Well, this
We're
is
not
the
entirely clear
they found
that
singer
this
mom, not drug lord mom.
this was singer mom.
This is singer mom.
Because, yeah, musicians were
you
being
remember
targeted.
she went missing, and you told us we found out that she was missing,
Yeah.
and she was on the list of people who were missing.
Yes.
'Cause-
Oh god. Oh yes. I did.
Oh, you left out a detail. We
Yeah.
found the fucking dismembered head of Steam Whistle Jerry.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Steam
the worst.
Whistle Jerry is dead.
Steam Whistle Jerry's head is off his body. He's not necessarily dead. He's an automaton. You can rebuild
How's he
him.
gonna serenade me without a head?
You've got to go back down there
We
and
will-
put him back together. Obviously.
I mean, Lyle is still down
I
there,
mean,
if you remember
obviously,
correctly.
Yeah,
we
Lyle's
need
still
to
down
take-
there actually with
take
Well,
with
they
a
also-
person
Well,
that
let's
we
see.
found.
Sorry.
True, yeah.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, upstairs, they also captured someone they believe is a suspect in the torture and murder of these people. Meanwhile, we also found Rip Steam Whistle Jerry. Never forget. We also had a situation involving upstairs with Izelka, who was confronted, and not really confronted, approached by one Logan Tinfingers, who offered her the name of the individual that murdered her mother, who she refused to cooperate with. And when he got in his car, he got going at a pretty decent clip. I left out the detail where he did tell her not to physically harm her with magic, with a 27, in fact, or a 37, in fact. He told her not to harm her with magic.
He touched me. I was to remove his hand, and then he magically told me to not harm him physically, which made Izelka a little tiny bit felt angry and felt violated.
So-
Nobody likes a mind fucker.
Nope.
So the car gets going, right? And then Izelka's like, he doesn't drive off. He runs into a white fire barrier that just happened to appear there.
And
Azelka rolled really, really well. Gave the barrier three traits: immovable, impassable, and applies the bane immobilized to the car. So the car instantly stops dead. However, Logan, who was not wearing a 10 fingers, who was not wearing a 10-finger seatbelt,
10-finger seatbelt,
was
yes.
thrown from the car
And
Always buckle up. It's the law.
and killed on impact.
Yep. Yep.
So Logan's dead.
Logan's dead.
Kelso one shot.
Okay, I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah, it was
No
just,
one has a problem with it.
No, yeah, it
except
was just like
Azelka.
we just kind of came to that conclusion last episode. Like, wait a minute, did Kelsey just one shot like one of the biggest NPCs?
like a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She did.
And then
Cut back downstairs, and we figure out who might be torturing. Oh wait, no, more stuff happens. Zoka didn't report the murder. She called your mother, the criminal one, who brought in cleaners to dispose of the body.
Literally threw the body and the car off the edge of the world.
Yep.
Literally threw the body off the world in a sack and drove the car off.
Yup. And then
Zajay comes out of the elevator holding your other mother while your criminal mother is crying into Izelka's shoulder. And Izelka is crying into her shoulder. And Iri comes up the stair. Azuma comes up the stairs in Zajay's arms, covered in fishhooks. And that's where we left off.
Well, there was one other detail you left out. During the whole time where Zajay was sort of unhooking your singer mother, there was noises of someone in the other room, so Lyle stayed behind to confront them with a gun when they opened the door.
That person was taking a shower.
yes.
And it was our boss.
Yup.
You missed a lot.
I think that's actually that's actually
it.
And she fainted.
That's actually
Was
it.
the last scene.
Now we need to find out where was Nayli during all of this.
Where was
That's got to be our first scene.
Nayli, I need you to roll 2d6 plus 1.
You get all that, guys? Like,
Oh, great. Okay. So my laptop fucked up. Hold on. Let me just roll something that's.
I'll read you a thing.
I literally. I can't roll it. I can't.
Can someone else roll 2d6 plus 2 for me?
I will put my magnet or the.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, just roll 2d6 plus 2.
11.
11. Okay, choose.
Thanks. I can always count on you.
Okay, choose one of the following.
Okay.
You are hospitalized with injuries.
Okay.
Your memory is totally fucked.
I already played one of those. Next.
You know exactly who did this to you, and no one will believe you. Including yourself.
I like that one.
Okay. All right. So
Was there a fourth choice, or was that the only
that
one?
was 3. You only got 3. So
Okay. Well, I mean, that's the best one, probably.
you know exactly who it is, but no one will believe you. You seem to remember. You seem to remember Alicia Raw doing this to you, but you know it wasn't Alicia Raw. Someone else was controlling her. And immediately the person that comes to mind is Bellin, but it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Is who?
Bellin.
Can you refresh my
The other boss, the like night boss.
Yeah, that night boss.
He's another like lieutenant person.
He was the same
our,
rank as Alicia and
yeah.
covered the shifts when Alicia was off duty.
Or missing.
Yeah, or
Or
missing.
both.
Okay.
Yeah. But so yeah, you earnestly believe, whether it's right or not, that Bellin did it.
Did what?
Whatever put you in the hospital. Or wait, you didn't get hospitalized. Hold on a second. Yeah. So we get our swirling aether font, and our quote. I'm sure I don't know exactly. I don't think there's actually like attributed to any one person, but it's like
Various sources.
it's like a colloquial expression that basically says ask too much and you'll be given everything and nothing at the same time, or something like that. Like it's like some cautionary tale about making deals. Like
I get it.
or maybe like a superstition, and it's not exactly. It's like some people are like, oh, it's a superstition about grounders, and other people are like, no, it's like really sound business advice. And it just depends on who you talk to, how they feel about it. So that flashes up, and then we get our anime intro, and we definitely see the blood, like the shot up at the bodies through the glass and the blood dripping on it. And we see the car hitting the white fire barrier and the front window getting crashed out. Then we cut to Nayli. You wake up in a strange place. You wake up in a very nicely decorated house in the rice bowl.
Okay.
You're like in a bed there. It smells, vaguely like floral, like someone recently let flowers out. And it makes sense because you look over and there are flowers on the nightstand.
Okay.
They are starting to wilt, but they are there. And flowers are really expensive. Like the room has really nice art and stuff. What do you do?
I look for exits. What's around me? Is there just walls, I'm assuming?
No. There's a door out. There's a door out, and there
Well, I
is
mean,
also.
but are there windows and stuff? Like,
Yeah, there's a window. You look out and you see one of the terrace rice paddies. That are kind of the iconic like image of the rice bowl.
Okay.
You look outside and you see water and plants. And everything is green, like tons and tons of green. So yeah, you like get out of bed.
Yeah. What am I like? What am I wearing? Am I wearing that I last was, but I'm guessing I'm not.
You're wearing the clothes you wore to the party, except very evident signs of violence. Like you actually have like a really nasty cut that's been sutured up.
Okay.
And like your heels are sitting on the floor and they're like broken. At least I'm assuming she was wearing heels. Either way, your shoes are like messed up. Your dress is all torn at the bottom. It looks like you got into a fight, and a fairly bad one, considering how cut up you are.
Okay, and do I remember anything other than it's Bellin, but it can't be?
You remember that you remember getting in a car with Alicia Raw, and you remember driving in the direction of the rice bowl, but never getting there, and you remember her pulling a weapon on you, and just knowing in the back of your mind that Bellin was making her do Yes.
Okay. I guess I just leave the fucking heels. I wanna.
Because fuck heels.
Yeah. Fuck heels. Is there anything of like note in this room? Is it like?
Yeah, there's like a wardrobe that's sitting open and has some very lovely dresses in it.
Fuck is this?
There's like it's like a real there's like a like a jewelry box on like a dresser next to you.
Okay. I open the jewelry box to look inside of it.
Yeah, inside of the jewelry box are a few things. You see a ring. You see what looks like a woman, specifically designed for like Nekokin fingers. A woman's wedding ring. You also see a necklace that looks vaguely familiar. Like maybe you've seen a similar style to it, and the same is true for like everything. Like you recognize this style of furnishings and clothing,
Okay.
even if you don't recognize the individual pieces right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
I want to pick up the necklace.
Yeah, you pick up the necklace, and you're for whatever reason, the exertion of that like really hurts your head, like thunderclap headache. And you like pick up the necklace and you look at it, and yeah, it's got like it's like a metal chain with like, it wouldn't be like a gemstone, but like some type of like maybe like an aether crystal or like a synthetic crystal or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think if you like look on the clasp, you see a set of initials. It just says A plus E on it.
I pick up the wedding ring.
Yeah, you look on the inside of the wedding ring and it's exactly the same initials. And then I think it starts to click. This is your mother's wedding ring. And this is definitely your mother's necklace.
I close the jewelry box.
Close the jewelry. Do you put the stuff back in or do you take it?
I'm taking the entire jewelry box.
Okay, you take the entire jewelry box.
Was it just the necklace and the ring, or were there like other?
There was some other stuff. There was like a nice pair of earrings,
Okay, so,
a couple like bracelets. All your mothers.
Okay, yeah.
All your mothers. All specifically Erie's. None of it was Azuma's.
I try. Yeah. I take the jewelry box with me and I try to open the door. Just like.
Yeah, the door is not locked. It opens easy.
I look out into the hallway.
Yeah. It's an open floor plan. Lovely house. You can see the kitchen and like a sitting area. There are several bottles of alcohol, as well as like a shaker, and like a mint plant, like a plant with like mint and like a small like dwarf lime tree. It's like growing like itty bitty little limes, like growing
Adorable. Okay.
adorable, growing on the counter.
Okay.
And there's also like a bookshelf with several books, lots of art, like very, very beautiful and expensive art pieces throughout the house. There are a couple other rooms. You can.
Is there any? I want to look through the rooms to see if there's anybody here. Or
No,
try to find out who.
You have, well, there's like a bathroom attached to the room that you were in that is incredibly nice. There is lots of like beauty products, like lots of nice perfumes, like really high thread count towels, all that fun stuff. everything in here is expensive, but not like the kind of expensive that's flashy, like the kind of expensive that is luxurious but practical,
Okay.
if that makes any sense. One of the other rooms is a study with a very large, very finely made wooden desk. On it is like a pen and some. On it is like a stylus, as well as a pen and ink and paper. Incredibly expensive, incredibly luxurious, and like walls and walls of books. Of every possible description, but the overwhelming majority, especially as you get nearer and nearer the desk, are kind of goofy romance novels, and all of them have like tags in said books, and these are like real books too. These aren't like they're like Aether tech clearly, but they're like expensive, designed to look like real books. Yeah, and there's like page markers and stuff at scenes that are like, she would like this one, or interesting depiction of this character, and all that fun stuff. There's also sitting on the desk a couple of like small statues, about like yay big, that are like clearly like meant to look like ancient heroes. And they're being like hand painted, and you can see like a little acrylic paint set next to them.
Okay, so we got some miniatures.
Yeah, we have some miniatures.
Go ahead.
But yeah, and then the last room besides like the kitchen and the living area is like a back, like it opens into like a back porch sunroom that like looks out over the sky, and there's like a hot tub built into the floor.
Okay, I want to look around for anything that's gonna let me know who owns this place. That's what I'm.
Yeah, I mean, you found the jewelry. Like it takes you a while to find anything that like identifies an owner. Like that's going to require a roll and time. Like it would be a perception roll or a logic roll, either way.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna stay in. I'm going to spend. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Screw it.
You can.
No, I
Oh,
can't.
yeah, there you go.
Not bad. Not bad. So yeah, you're looking around, and you start to find like you see stuff that looks like documentation that your mother, Erie, might own this house, possibly. Like you see like a lease using one of her pseudonyms. But it doesn't look to be her signature on anything. Like even her fake signature, it doesn't look to be her handwriting. After a while of searching, you like all of this, like apart from a few details, like the flower, like the plants, like you didn't know your mom could do anything with plants. Some of the dresses are not how your mom would traditionally dress, but they're all in a style that in colors that like work well with her look. Like it seems like Erie owns this house.
Oh no.
It seems like Erie owns this house. Like everything is saying that she does.
I leave, I guess.
Yeah. You go out like the front door, and as you're leaving, like a car pulls up, and a little a very like young Naga woman gets out, like she's maybe like 18, and she's holding like a bag of groceries. And she just like smiles and waves to you, and then like starts to slither towards the door.
Towards the door.
Yeah, towards the door.
I don't know quite how I do it, but I definitely stop her.
Yeah. Do you like how aggressive is the stopping? Are you like hey, or are you like I tackle you,
No,
or like somewhere in between?
Excuse me, what was I doing in this house?
You just straight up ask that.
Yes.
I think she push it. She adjusts so like a loaf of bread, like a really long loaf of bread, like falls out of the way so she can see you a little better. Oh, hello, miss. Yeah, you were hurt, and I brought you inside. Are you doing okay? My name's Tinra. I'm the housekeeper.
Who lives here?
Um,
Before.
I work for Miss Erie.
Is there anybody else living in this house?
No, just me and her. She's away on business most of the time, but I keep the house.
And you just found me. You just found me and took me in. Where did you find me?
You were actually. She like points to a spot on the ground that has blood on it. She was like, "You were right there, actually."
Okay.
Would you like to come inside and get something to eat?
No, I have some business to take care of. Thank you, though.
Can I get you a ride or a rickshaw or anything?
I sure that a ride back to.
I'll call a cab. Are you sure you're okay? You were passed out when I found you and babbling incoherently about some damnable lizard, which I will admit was a little bit offensive, but I get it.
I should be fine. Thank you for your concern. I'm sorry for anything I may have said when I was.
No, it's okay. Did your boyfriend beat you up or something? Like, you looked like you were battered. What happened? Do I need to call the cops, or like do you have a safe place to go?
Laughs. She literally laughs. Like she's literally like she literally is just like ha ho ho hoo ha about that.
You're the housekeeper whose name I've already forgotten. Like leans back and is like, are you all right?
I am the cop, sweetie. I'll be.
Oh my. I'm sorry, officer. I did not.
You're fine, and I just thank you for taking me in and patching me up. I assume.
Yeah. I am. My mom was a nurse.
Why were you working? Did she just hire you, or Miss Erie?
Miss Erie? I've worked for her for about a month now. She's been trying to. It's complicated. And I'm not sure she'd like me disclosing that information to someone. Even if it is a police officer, I'm sorry. I can give you information where you could talk to her.
She laughs again.
It's starting to get legitimately concerned.
Oh my god, I don't know if I want to do this. Can you keep a secret?
That feels like a loaded question. Hypothetically, yes.
What about her daughter? Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh my. Oh god, you do look an awful lot like her.
Does that open any doors to me getting
Um,
answers as to what my mother is doing here?
I don't know. She lives here on occasions.
You said she's working on something that was a bit complicated to explain.
Legal proceedings. Her and Miss Azuma. They're separated.
I think I should take my leave.
I'm sorry, did you not know?
Thank you for patching me up.
What's your name, Miss? I'm sorry, Erie never told me her daughter's name. I didn't even know she had a daughter. Lucky that you knew to come here.
About this house.
Oh my.
I
Well,
think it's best if you don't know my name. You might see me around again, but
okay. Very sorry, I think.
none of it's your fault.
I'm gonna go in and call a cab. Very, very, very. She like timidly like starts to like slither backwards towards the door.
Naily just. She just waits for the cab.
Okay, yeah, a cab shows up a little bit later. Where do you go after that? Or do you want some time to decide?
I mean, there's two places, and I don't know which I want to go to first.
How about you
Well,
decide during
on the break. Yes.
Ah.
I was gonna either cliffhanger it or let you decide during the break.
All right. Thank you all for joining for the first hour. After a few minutes for you to do whatever you need to do, we'll be back with more Longfall. See you then.